Hey guys, it's Vaughn. Welcome back to another midweek pregnancy Q&A video. If you didn't see the last one that I posted, go ahead and check it out. It's gonna kind of preface this one. I'm answering a ton of you guys' initial questions, things like family reactions to my pregnancy, some of the earlier challenges that I was dealing with, and just kind of talking with you guys a bit more about what it means to be pregnant at 40, etc, etc. So yeah, you guys, I'm sitting in a different setting for this particular video installment. I'm in my dining room, and there's a reason for that. All of the baby's nursery things are all down here, y'all. I have been so slow to really nest properly in this pregnancy for some reason. I do not know what has gotten into me. I don't know what this is all about. They always say for your second, third, or whatever pregnancy, you're a little less rigid about how things need to be and all that. So I'm guessing it's a little bit of that. But today I officially did start on like nursery planning. I had the painter guys come out to kind of give me an estimate for the room, some things that I've kind of wanted to do, because you kind of got to start with like the walls and the base and everything. So I did have them come out and kind of take a look. So I'm waiting to kind of hear back with that, but I still need to know like what colors and like all this stuff. So it's a little bit overwhelming. I'm not the interior decorator girl, contrary to popular belief. So I'm gonna have to figure that thing out, but it's really exciting. And I do feel like though, because I've done this before, it's not gonna take as long trying to like decide what all I need and blah, blah, blah. I think I'm gonna be able to like turn everything around in like a week. So I'm not too worried. I'm just surprised that I wasn't as diligent about getting this thing figured out, but we'll get there. So pretty much everything that I have for the baby so far is over here in the corner of my dining room. No shame in my game though, because I've been getting a lot of stuff delivered because I'm partnering with a lot of brands during the season. And everything that I have so far, you have to remember, is ahead of my baby sprinkle, right? The baby shower. So we haven't really gotten any gifts from anyone just yet. So this is just the stuff that I kind of have preliminarily. And also I actually haven't even gone shopping myself for things that I want for the baby. So this is just literally stuff that, you know, brands have gifted to us. And speaking of gifts, a few of you guys, right, a nice little stack of y'all have asked if it would be okay if you guys could gift us. And I want to say yes, that will be just fine. You guys are so sweet. I know in many ways you guys feel very connected to our family and this pregnancy. So I do want to give you guys the opportunity to do that for those of you who really want to. Obviously, this is not a request. So some of you had asked for my P.O. box. I will put it down in the description box. I do want to acknowledge anyone who sends us a gift. So all I ask is that if you want to remain anonymous, make that clear in your gifting package so that I won't call you out here. So I'll start off today's video just diving into a few more of the questions that I had gotten from you guys. Then we'll kind of move into more of a show and tell where I will show you guys all of the things that we have for the baby so far. So the first question that I've gotten a couple times from you guys is, are we going to be moving to a bigger house? That's actually a really great question. And at first it was kind of funny. Me and Anthony chuckled a little bit. I was like, this must be a thing where, you know, people get pregnant and they just automatically buy another house. But you guys, when we were house shopping and when we got this house, we were pretty sure that this was enough room for us to kind of grow into. This is actually a 4-bedroom single family home. So this is a pretty large space when it comes to square footage, whether you count the interior space or the exterior. So we're pretty confident that we'll be still comfy living in this space. So we don't have any plans to move. And we're actually going to turn the playroom into the nursery, and we're just going to relocate the playroom. As of right now, we're thinking we'll just transition most of the toys into Anne's, you know, bedroom, because there's plenty of space in there. When I redid her bedroom, I didn't clutter it up, so there's plenty of space. But then the overflow toys and things we'll probably just store. And then for the play area, to have a little more space to move around, we'll utilize the family room. Turning half your family room into a playroom is not at all an ideal scenario. Trust me, I get that. But we're doing what we have to do. And it's not like we don't have the space. It's just going to be a little inconvenient for the time being, but we will be changing that very soon, hopefully once we're able to finish the basement, where we kind of intend to, you know, build out more space for our family. And of course, we're keeping the guest room because I don't think we can survive without a guest room at this point. Like the amount of people who come in town to stay with us and visit with us, we have made so much use of that guest room. I don't think I would ever get rid of that. Like I think that's a bare minimum requirement for us. Even if we were to move, have to have at least one guest room. Apparently we're kind of popular and people like staying with us. But other than that, y'all, when y'all ask that question, it actually gave me an opportunity to kind of envision what this house is going to look and feel like with 2 little kids running around. And I got a real heartfelt moment and I loved it. That's what life is all about for me, you guys. Building your family, enjoying each other, enjoying your house that you live in, that you pay all that money for. That was the whole purpose from the beginning, to fill this house up with love and vision for the future. Some of you guys have asked me about my birth plan, right? And kind of at this current moment in time, I really don't have one. I have been threatened with a C-section at least once in this pregnancy, a little bit more earlier on, and it's been due to fibroids. But it's one of those things where I have to be monitored over the pregnancy. So I've been getting like all these random ultrasounds just to kind of pay attention to the growth of these things. And then in the end, it's going to determine the type of birth that I'm going to have. And this is one of those things that really doesn't have a whole lot to do with my age. I've had fibroids for many years. And if you guys are not familiar with what a fibroid is, good for you. Go ahead and Google that thing. But I will just say from a non-medical description, right, it's pretty much a benign tumor that grows within the uterus somewhere. So I have more than one and they're pretty small, but based on my last pregnancy, right, they did experience some growth in the womb, and surprisingly where they were located, it didn't cause any problems with, you know, having a natural birth. So I was able to do that at that time. But this time they're situated in a different way. I can't remember if there was a new growth or what it was, but they were closer to like the cervix, which is, you guys can just tell from hearing that off the top, that's a pretty problematic location because it can interfere with like the birth route. So earlier in the pregnancy, you know, these risks and obstacles were being pointed out to me, and I was so nervous and scared, you guys, because I just really want everything to go smooth and I didn't want anything bad to happen, you know, of course, no one does. So I was really a little bit worried in the beginning, but as the pregnancy has progressed, I've had ultrasound after ultrasound, just kind of monitoring the growth, and these things are shrinking. Y'all, this is so interesting to me. They're getting obliterated basically due to the growth of the uterus itself, and then also the baby is like taking everything from my fibroids, so they're kind of like dying out. Y'all just do not understand how grateful I am to have had that news in my last checkup. The fact that this baby is like helping me in a way by growing so big and so well that it's kind of like starving the fibroids. So in my last checkup, okay, the last one, I was given the amazing news that I probably won't have to worry about my fibroids. They're probably going to be a non-factor when it comes to my delivery. So I was so excited to hear that, you guys. But things can change. Y'all know these fibroids are very unpredictable. They can be shrinking one day and trying to grow back the next. So we don't really know until we get closer to my due date. But so far, so good. I'm built for whatever, right? And I really want to give a shout out to my OBGYN team, because it is a whole team I'm working with at this point, for preparing me in such a way, giving me that time to kind of process, you know, the change of plans. So I've had many months to kind of mull over this, educate myself, prepare myself mentally and emotionally, but also being there for me and trying their best to like respect my wishes and, you know, just helping me stay on top of this thing. So I know exactly what to expect at every phase. So I'm really grateful for the amazing OBGYN team that I have. So like I said, as of right now, I'm in the clear. Things could change, but we'll see. And speaking of the baby's growth, okay, at my last checkup, they were able to put together like a projection of how big they think the baby will be at birth. And I know this is just a projection and they're not always accurate, but they're projecting that this baby will be 7 pounds, 14 ounces. That's much bigger than Anne was. And although the baby is getting bigger by the day and definitely, you know, outweighing my last pregnancy, it doesn't feel that much different, if that makes sense, right? Based on the trends, you know, comparing from last time, I haven't even gained as much weight as I did last time at this time in the pregnancy, but the baby is bigger and my stomach is bigger, but I don't feel any bigger. Like I'm still wearing size smalls. So it's weird. I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. Is it just like the orientation of the baby inside the womb? You know, is the baby like all curled up and tight, or like what, you know? I was totally expecting to be bigger and to feel bigger, but I don't. So I don't know. You guys, every pregnancy is so different. Like it's different between, you know, from woman to woman, but it's also very different even for that same woman. This is a similar experience as last time, but there are so many differences. It's just mind blowing. And that's one of the other things I wanted to touch on too. This wasn't a question or anything. This is just something I wanted to discuss with you guys about how every pregnancy is different. And I think, you know, as women, we have to kind of figure out a way to accept that and to accept that people's experiences are going to be different, and so then they're gonna do things differently. Because I get a lot of comments, like public comments, private comments from you guys. You guys are so sweet, you're so concerned, but people being worried that I'm doing something wrong because I'm staying active, or if you guys see me running errands or doing some things around the house, you guys are so worried about like my well-being and the baby. And I take that, you know, in good faith. I realize that you guys are seasoned moms, right? Some of you have multiple children already and you've been through this thing before. and you guys get it. But every time that happens, I have to be honest, I'm always like, but I feel fine. You know, like you guys make me think, you make me stop and think twice, like, should I be doing this? I mean, you know, but I really feel like in every pregnancy, you do the things you're capable of doing, right? And I just feel like there's so many things that happen behind the scenes that you guys don't see, whereas I don't feel capable of completing a project or taking on a project or anything, and I won't do it, or I'll stop doing it. And that happens all the time, and I don't share it here because I don't, you know, I didn't think I needed to, but those things do happen. And then when I come on social media and I see you guys telling me that I'm doing things wrong, I'm like, what in the world? It creates a lot of like confusion for me. And I do realize that it's probably because you guys don't have the visibility into like my everyday life, and you guys are not in my body and you don't know how I'm feeling. So I get it, but trust me, I'm not doing anything that I feel that I'm putting myself at risk or in danger for. All of my workouts that I've done have been abbreviated to fit how I'm currently feeling that day, right? I take it day by day. If I wake up one day and I'm like, I want to work out today, and then I do one move and I'm like, oop, that didn't feel too good, I'm gonna stop. But I think just waking up every day and just having that will to kind of get things done is something that helps me from a mental health perspective. I couldn't imagine waking up every day with nothing to look forward to, nothing to do. I couldn't practice any of my creative skills. I couldn't do anything active. I couldn't be of service to my family. I don't know what would happen to me. Like I don't know what would happen. So I think sticking to the norm, sticking to what you're used to doing as much as possible, as much as comfortably possible, I think it's a really good thing. And we don't talk about that enough in like, you know, prenatal maternal care. It's all about the baby, and that's how it should be. But we should also be, you know, giving a damn about the mental health of the mom, because once that baby gets here and everybody's all, you know, all the hype dies down, all the goo goo gagas, that mom is in that nursery by herself with that baby, and she's got to deal with that day to day. And if she's not in a good place mentally, it's gonna take it out on the whole entire family, and things are just not gonna go right. And it can be actually quite catastrophic. And I am one of those people who are at risk, you know, of postpartum depression, which is why I've taken a lot of the necessary steps to kind of get in front of that, because of my age for one, and then because of my lifestyle, and because of some of the family dynamics that I've had to sort of overcome, especially recently. So to summarize that, right, as women, I just want us to give other women the authority to make sound decisions in their lives. I don't want us to chip away at a woman's confidence by telling her that she doesn't know what's best for her. That's basically what I want you guys to take from this. So when you see me doing things that are active and you're like, oh gee, you know, when I was pregnant, I didn't have that in me to do that. Just remember, every woman is different. Everyone's lifestyle is different, and remind yourself that I would never do anything to put myself in danger, because I am important to me, and so is this pregnancy. And someone commented, and I just want to mention this, someone commented and said, can you please tell your followers that pregnancy is not a handicap? So sis, I hear you. So there you have it. Pregnancy is not a handicap. But just to throw in there, I do understand that it's coming from a good place for most of you guys, and you guys are just concerned. So for that, I appreciate you. So breastfeeding, somebody asked me, was I planning on breastfeeding? Yes, I am. I did breastfeed with Ann. We did it up to 6 months and then we stopped. I remember in the beginning when Ann was born, she was struggling a bit to receive me, right? And so we did have to introduce some formula here and there, but then we got into a really good groove, and then she was majority breastfed. And then as we got closer to the 6 months, we kind of tapered it off. I wasn't producing as much, and then we just kind of took off with the formula. I do intend to try my best again this time and shoot for exclusively breastfeeding, but we will see. I ordered my breast pump on Babylist. I'm so excited about it, you guys, because of the one that I got is like super technologically advanced, especially compared to the one I had with Ann. And Babylist makes it easy to order your breast pump. I just went on the website, you know, went to the breast pump section, selected the one that I wanted, went ahead and paid like the patient amount, and then they took care of everything else. They contacted my OBGYN office to request a prescription for it. They contacted my insurance. They're taking care of everything. If you guys hear some noise, it's raining, all right? It's a super rainy, gloomy day, so the rain is hitting the window. So just ignore that. The only thing about the breast pump thing is that they can't ship it to you until exactly 30 days before your due date. So you do have to wait down to the 11th hour pretty much before you get your breast pump. But I think just knowing it's coming and the fact that Babylist keeps you updated on every part of the process, that makes it a little bit better. So I will show that to you guys when I get it. And I think that's it for like the questions that I had for today. Let's get into these baby products. All right, welcome to my corner of my dining room. I think after my niece and nephew have left from their visit here, I'll start to clear out the playroom. But that's another reason that things have been kind of pushed back, because I'm expecting expecting children to be staying with me and they need somewhere to play. So I'm trying to keep it intact until then. But after that, we're gonna clean sweep it, empty that mug out, and then we're gonna start moving the baby stuff up to the nursery. So I've been sharing with you guys along the way as things have been coming in. So I won't go into detail about the things that I've already shared. You guys know that I'm partnering with Babylist and getting a lot of the things that we need for baby. So I've already shown you guys the Stoka Trip Trap high chair that we're so excited about having. The Trip Trap newborn accessory sort of add-on that comes with that. I've shown you guys the Happiest Baby Snoo, which was one of the items that was really high on my wish list. I also showed you guys the Doona that we got. And then I showed you guys the Babylist diaper box that we were able to get as well. They also sent us their pacifier box. These are all items that are available for purchase through Babylist. I love that they have these sort of curated boxes that you could get because it just really includes a variety of different product offerings throughout the market. So you have an opportunity to try out some of these brands that you might not have normally known about and at an affordable price. They're great for gifts. So if you guys are headed to a baby shower anytime soon, definitely go on Babylist and check out their curated boxes because that would just be a wonderful gift. We had also gotten a PR package from our friends at CeraVe, premiering their new baby skincare line. So we had gotten, I think it was like 4 or 5 products specifically for baby. Super nice stuff, y'all. I can't wait to try it out. And then last but not least, I had shown you guys the Baby's Brew portable bottle warmer, which we can't wait to try out. So that should get you guys pretty much up to speed on everything that we've got so far. Let me show you guys some of the new stuff that came in. Okay, up first is this Owlet Dream Duo product. You guys, this product helps you to see and hear your baby while tracking their sleep trends and helping your baby sleep better. This also helps you sleep better as well as a parent because you know that your child can breathe, they're having a good night's rest, and you don't have to worry because I, for one, am a worry wart. I remember when Anne first came home from the hospital, they were talking about sleep when she sleeps. I'm like, no, when she sleeps, I'm gonna be watching her sleep. I was so like worried that something was gonna happen and I just wanted to be there for like anything. She could freaking have a hiccup and I would be right there. So we did use the Owlet Dream Sock with Anne when she was a newborn. And I was so excited, y'all, that they have kind of this upgraded version of the product where it comes with a camera because I'm telling you, that was the thing that was truly missing from this monitoring sort of experience. I wanted to be able to see her while also knowing her heart rate, knowing how she was breathing and how she was sleeping through the night. I love that it has the app feature so you can kind of really track and see what's going on from your phone. It's really awesome. This was actually one of the items on my registry. It was, you know, top on the wish list. And then the folks at Owlet kind of reached out and asked if we wanted to try it. And I was like, heck yeah. So everything you need is in that box. And then it comes with the Owlet Dream Sleeper with swaddle. So this is the premium wearable blanket with removable swaddle wrap in the original mint color. It's got that cozy soft fabric. If it's one thing I remember about the newborn phase is that you can never get enough swaddling going on. It also came with the Owlet sock travel case, which will come in handy for sure. And I know for some of you, probably many of you, you're not in the market for baby stuff, right? But these are great ideas for gifts. I can't even tell you guys how many times I've been stumped, like getting invited to a baby shower and not knowing like what to get because I'm out of the loop. There's new stuff that comes out for these babes like every year. So it's just really good to kind of just like stay in the know, you know what technology's got to offer. So when it's time, you're kind of prepared, you know what to get, you know what's hot. So this is a gift from one of my friends in my personal life and it's the boba wrap. Really excited about baby wearing this time around because before with Anne, that's the one thing, at least the top 3 things that I regret from that newborn experience. I did not baby wear as much. And you know, if I could do it all over, that's one of the things I definitely would do more. So for this pregnancy, I was 100% sure I was going to prioritize baby wearing. So I opted for the color light gray and it's just a really soft fabric. When I saw it on the website, I was like, this is gonna be perfect. I wanted something really soft and almost just felt like it wasn't even there. I didn't want a bulky baby carrier. And this is an award-winning wrap, so it has really great reviews and I can use this up to 35 pounds or until my back says we're done. Next, I got this really nice gift from the folks at Kyte Baby. It says live in the sunshine, you guys. I was really excited to get this gift box because it contains a lot of different activities that you can engage in with your infant. They sent me a love note. Let me read this to you guys. I love when brands send me love notes. I call them love notes. They're really just thank you cards. It says, congratulations on the upcoming arrival of your baby. Love, the Kyte Baby team. Ah, it's so nice. Okay, let's take a look here. So we've got these cute little felt masks and we do have this little Slumberkins figurine. It is so freaking soft. So this is the little octopus one. Y'all, this is so soft, it makes no sense. Got some stickers here. And then the rest of the box is filled, right, with the Kyte Baby bamboo fabric baby clothing. Little sleepers. So we got a few different colors. Look at that, you guys. guys. Oh my God. I can't take it. And this is the softest material ever, you guys, and I really feel like this is a true newborn size. You know how you go to, you know, Target, Walmart, sometimes you get the Carters, and the newborn thing is kind of like you put it on the newborn and it just like swallows them. So I feel like these are true newborn sizes, and that material is just so freaking soft. Any baby would just love having this. And it's got the zipper for the enclosure, so it's going to be really, really easy to get on and off. And it's got the protection on the inside, so that zipper is not touching that baby's skin at all. Like there's this whole bamboo soft flap there covering that zipper. Oh my goodness, will you look at that? For the sleeves, you can flip this over and it'll create little mittens. And then of course we have the Kyte Baby sleep bag. Can y'all see that? Let me adjust the lighting there. It has the zip closure on it. The arms are free at the top there. This is the softest material ever. And then they gave us a couple more. Thank you so much to the folks at Kyte Baby. We're excited. What else do we have over here? Okay, so another item that came in from our Babylist registry was this diaper genie. Okay. So we're gonna have the diaper genie again. We used it with Ann. Love it. Can't get enough. It's the smartest way to dispose of diapers. So we're gonna be having that. Oh, yes. So had to get another boppy. This is a gift, and this was on our registry, so it's the boppy pillow. This is gonna come in handy for show, for nursing. We also got off of our registry from the same boppy brand. This is the shopping cart and high chair cover. So we're definitely gonna be using this for the shopping carts because y'all know me. I'm the mama that's going to the grocery store and you're coming with. And I remember when I was, you know, when Ann was a baby, I had the shopping cart cover for her as well. So as they get a little bit older and they're riding in that little front compartment, it's definitely a good idea to have that cover there just to provide that extra cushion and to kind of block the germs. And then lastly, you guys, from our registry, someone bought us this Alpine Organic Deluxe portable bouncer. So we definitely opted for the stationary bouncer this time. So we're really excited about this one because it's made with really thoughtful supplies and it's super soft and it's extremely portable. So you guys, I don't know, I think that's it for the show and tell version of this. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this was helpful. I hope you got your question answered. If I missed something, go ahead and pop it in the comment section, or you can watch my last video to see if I maybe have answered your question there. In my next pregnancy Q&A video, which will be video 3 for this month, I want to dive more into the autism conversation because there's been some new developments and some things that I've kind of come across that I want to share with you guys. Some revelations, some wish list item type of things that I want to kind of get into. So I do want to share those with you guys in my next video. It's just a discussion that I'm just itching to have. So let's do that in the next one. Like I said, put your questions below if you guys have any new ones and we'll talk about them in my next video. Until then, I'll see you guys on Sunday. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.